Hello, humans. This is Overlord speaking. How are you doing today? My voice is terrible, no good, dreadful. Hi T-Fag! Hi everyone. I'm probably tell I'm not feeling too well. I'm not sick or anything. I just have really bad burnout from the holidays and school. Oh no, the new PM collection is exactly my day. No, don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked. I'm really burnt out. The brain fog is really crazy, you know. Because I'm just so tired. It's school crunch season right now. January is always like all of the deadlines are in the same week of January, and I don't understand why they do it like this. It's to torture us, I believe. I think it's specifically to torture me. To be quite honest with you. But Cosmo, thank you for the daily blood. I needed that, thank you. I needed that. Oh, ambrosia of the gods. Thank you for the headbutt. How are you doing? Not good! I hope you're doing well though. But thank you. I need it. I don't want to go to school anymore. This always happens, man. This always happens. This is why I dropped out. I don't want to go to school anymore. School is starting. I have classes tomorrow. And I have deadlines. Like, okay, let me tell you my deadlines. January 7th, January 14th, January 20th, January 24th. And there's one missing from there. Those are my deadlines right now. There's one missing from there still. I wanna die. Man, I wanna die. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so burned out. I was supposed to go to therapy today. I really should have gone, but I couldn't because I didn't get any sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't. I fell asleep, I think around like 8 a.m. And I woke up like just over an hour ago now. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why. Usually my meds knock me out really hard, but I think I just anxietied myself out of sleep. I'm not having a really hard time on like demand avoidance right now because there are so many things that are required of me at this moment. like so many deadlines and also like appointments and stuff like that. I think because there are so many things that are being demanded of me at this moment, my brain is like fighting it harder than usual. Like it's just stubbornly resisting everything. But it's not all bad. I found a new restaurant I really like. Can I tell you guys about the secret Chinese restaurant? Must be 18 plus, participant in chat. Yes! Child, go away. No children's allowed, this is not a daycare. I like to talk about gore. And other. You can be my mommy. I'm gonna stop you right there. And just time. You're just gonna go for like a walk. Think about your actions. As your mother, I'm putting you on timeout. Is this the mommy experience that you wanted? You're in timeout. Go sit facing the corner. As a child, when I was in preschool, I used to go up to my preschool teacher and ask if I could sit in the timeout corner because I was overstimulated and I just wanted to look at the wall for like 5 minutes. You know, sometimes I'd be in the timeout corner and one of my preschool teachers would come around and be like, "Hey, who put you here? Who told you to go into timeout?" And I was like, "Me. I put me here." And she'd ask, "What did you do? Anything?" And I was like, "No, I just wanted to be here." I just wanted to be here. It's loud out there. Everybody's running around and whatnot. I just wanted the peace and quiet of the timeout corner. No one bothers you. No one bothers you when you're in timeout. I was about to say I wish there was timeout for adults, but that's just jail, isn't it? And people bother you a lot if you go to jail. I feel now I watch some hopecore videos and I feel good. Hopecore videos make me like annoyed. Hopecore videos, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, what's the point? What's the point of this? But whenever I'm feeling really down, whenever I'm really burnt out, I either buy clothes or I oshikatsu or I eat spicy food. Which brings me to the topic that I was trying to discuss a minute ago. Which is, I found a new Chinese restaurant. They make hand-pulled noodles. And it's like, it's really good. I had their seafood, like stir-fried hand-pulled noodles, and they were so good. They had a lot of shrimp. They had a bunch of shrimp and they had a bunch of freaking freaking what was it? Had a bunch of shrimp and I had a bunch of squid and it was really good. It had this strong like dark soy sauce and like smoky flavor. It was so good. Really good noodles. Also, I had their like a scallion pancake thing. It was so flaky and delicious. And I didn't even know this restaurant existed because it's like it's on the secret floor of the mall. There's a mall I go to that's nearby it's close to my school route, so I go there quite often. And it turns out there's like a secret. It's not a secret. Other people probably know. Turns out there's an additional floor to it that's just a Chinese restaurant. And they make hand-pulled noodles. And it's really yummy. That's really yummy. So that's some hope core for you. Good food can be had. When I went with a friend and they asked her if she wanted she asked for the dish for like a noodle soup, and they asked her like do you want it spicy or not spicy, and she was with me and she didn't want to look weak, so she was like, oh, I want it spicy. And then they gave us the ticket and her plate said little bit of spice, small bit, baby, little tiny bit of spice, small spice. Just a little bit. She got racially profiled as white. Too white for the real spice level. But I'm gonna get the noodle soup next time and I'm gonna be like, kill me. They're gonna ask me if I want it spicy, and I'm gonna look the server in the eyes, which is very hard for me because I don't really make eye contact. I'm gonna look the server in the eyes and tell her I want to see God. I have business. I have business with God and I need you to take me to him. Do you have pets? Yeah, I have a cat named Sausage. I have a cat whenever I feel sad. She brings something, then I feel angry instead. Man, I have a cat. Whenever I feel sad, he tries to climb on top of me no matter what position I'm in. No matter, like, I could be like curled up, head on my knees, and he tries to crawl into my lap by like bullying me into a more lap sittable position. And it's cute, but also like, dude, can I have my mental breakdown? Can I be allowed to have my mental breakdown in peace? His name Sausage? Because he's very long. He's a long cat. Let me overthink, jeez. Yeah! Let me have my mental breakdown in peace. Please! Another terrible news. Great terrible news. The new PM collection is exactly my taste. That's rough, buddy. That's rough. That's rough and that's tough. Because I just bought clothes, so I'm broke now. Nemuri cannot afford to buy clothes because she already bought them. It's really cute though. I recommend it. Maybe it'll still be available next month and I can get it for my birthday. Oh my god. Excuse me. The January collection is really cute, which makes sense. I think it's like bunny themed. And I'm a bunny. Let me stay, I'll behave. How old are you? How old are you? Are you over 18 years old or are you breaking the rules? Cause on God, I will not. Oh wait, hold on, I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. So either be 18 or be quiet. Those are only two options. Them's the breaks. What do you mean? I mean you're not allowed to participate in chat if you're not 18. So either be 18 or shut up. I'm under no obligation to deal with children. The fact that at any point online I might encounter a child's opinion, it ruins my day. If I'm 80 then, welcome in, Grandpa. We're glad to have you. You're amongst your peers if you're 80. We love old people here because I too am very old. I'm ancient. I'm ancient, bro. Also, hi, Uha. Welcome in. Whoa. Did you guys see the... I died. Derek, the 80-year-old. Welcome to Nemutopia. Hope you enjoy your time here, because there's no way I'll do in here forever unless I find out you're a child, in which case I will annihilate you. You will be obliterated. You'll be Thanos snapped out of existence immediately. You watch anime? I watch hella anime, bro. Yeah. Those still shit behind me. Yeah, there's no way I'll be in here forever. The truth of the fact of the matter is, favorite reason is yours. I like Evangelion, Takopi's Original Sin, and I need to look around at my posters. And Cardcaptor Sakura. It's like depressing, more depressing, and then hopium. is my music taste. Do you like Man in the Abyss? Yes, but I haven't caught up with it, so please don't give me any spoilers past season 1. Gay, homosexual, gay. Everyone here is gay, gay, homosexual, gay. To a degree. Unless you kiss your homies on the mouth, then that's like the straightest thing you can do. Hi Piero! Good luck with your work for today. Let's come. Thank you for coming. Man, this is peak. It's pretty good. The world building is really good. You like Parasite? No. No. Parasite is really cringe. Parasite is really cringe. I know because I watched it up until like episode 11, and then I was like, even I was out cringed by it. I couldn't do it anymore. It starts off pretty strong. Like the first couple of episodes are pretty, they're alright. But then it just like turns into like it gets the freaking Tokyo Ghoul treatment where it's just edge, 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 edge. And then it becomes annoying. That was my first ever anime. Sleep with your eyes open. You're telling on yourself, dude. You're telling on yourself, and I'm gonna have to ban you if you keep telling on yourself. I'm in your walls. It's getting crowded in my walls. Everyone is living in my walls these days. None of you motherfuckers pay rent. If everyone that's living in my walls paid like 20 bucks of rent, we could afford to move to a nicer place with nicer walls. Now in the background of Gore video, recognize it. No, that's my space heater. It's a cold winter. It's a cold. Winter is cold here, so it's just. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You don't really have to worry about it. Just don't step onto the platform right there. You know how normal space heaters have like do not cover on them? This one comes with a little like do not step onto disclaimer, but aside from that it works perfectly normally. Anyways, excuse me. I'm sorry that I keep clearing my throat. It's just that I just woke up. I just woke up and I have like the old person thing where in the morning I'm like disgusting. And also I've been having like I have had a sore throat for a couple days now. I had a sore throat and then it went away, and now my sinuses are freaking out, so I don't know what that's about, but but did you guys see the New Year Tokyo Miku building projection? Some animation teacher's bare tummy today. He's 40 and baby girl, best day of my life. I'm so happy for you, bestie. I'm so happy for you, bestie. Thank you for sharing with the class. What the fuck? What do you mean there's no internet? Anyways, did you guys see the big Miku? I love big Miku. The larger the Miku, the better she is, to be honest. Alright, Derek. You're pissing me off, bro. Goodbye. Giant Miku War? No, not Giant Miku War, just Giant Miku in general. I think Miku should be like so large, so tall. So large, so tall, so cute. Also, I like the idea that you could just be in your like apartment and look out the window and see giant Miku towering over your entire building complex and like have a direct line of sight to her underwear. But that's just my own like personal preferences into the mix. I got nicked. That's what you get for annoying me, bro. This is why I don't allow kids in. Okay. The main reason I don't allow kids in. It's because I like to talk about little girls getting beat up. I phrase that in the worst possible way, but you know what I mean. Should do abortion ads. Should do post-birth abortion on the kids in my stream. But the second and perhaps the one that keeps me strong to this rule is that the idea of at any point in my day having to deal with like a 13-year-old's opinion, it ruins my experience of the internet. I don't think it should be allowed on the internet. Maybe we can build like a mini internet for the kids. That's like you can only communicate through emojis. You can only communicate through emojis and yeah, and like play Tetris and math games. Oh my god, I used to love math games. And internet for the kids, like skip it to Fortnite. No! Like Super Tux and mathgames.com. The kids are stupid, man. Do you have any idea how stupid kids are these days? This is actual, like, proven fact that kids are getting dumber. I don't know how, I do know how and why. It's because of AI and brain rot. But kids today are the stupidest they've been in generations. and it's really bad. I had to design something for kids, for like a school charity thing lately, and there were like some puzzles. We had to like create some puzzles for the kids, and every time we would come up with the most basic ass like simple puzzles or questions or whatever, and would take it to the person. And we're like, so we decided on these questions, and they were like, look, third graders these days are barely literate. What do you mean they're barely literate? It's crazy. How are you a third grade and not reading? By third grade, I'd already won like 2 writing awards. What do you mean you cannot read? So yeah, kids these days are like even dumber. So I'm not gonna put myself through having to listen to that. I'm not dealing with all that. I didn't shit out any little crotch nuggets, so I'm not gonna deal with them. Other people's birth control failures. Sorry, gang. It's just not in the cards for me. I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna, and I don't have to. I know 1-year students at uni are completely fatherless, but they're all 18, 19, so I don't know. Yeah, but they're like really stupid, but don't get me wrong, first years at university are really stupid, but they're only stupid for like 6 months. They're only that stupid for like 6 months. And then they clue into the fact they're like, oh shit, I have to like manage bills now. And then they wise up quick. They wise up quick. It's true. But until the kids that are like younger than that are like underage creatures are all terrible. On the internet specifically. My bestie, this is also first year university, whines about how much her course mates suck ass. I feel like that's a classmate thing. Classmates and coworkers always suck. Don't you think that's like a classmate slash coworker thing, that they just suck? There's a reason you call like shitty mid things coworker core, you know? Like you look around, and if there's something that's like kind of shit, you're like, oh, that's like that's coworker core. Like I know what I saw. When I went to the secret level of the mall, the secret unlockable area of the mall with a banging Chinese restaurant, we went by the stores, and I hadn't really like gone to an in-person store in a while. Cause I buy all my clothes online. But my friend wanted to look at clothes, so we went into a couple of like in-person stores, and tell me why there was a beanie with a snapback. It just looks like a regular beanie from the front, but at the back there's a Yankee snapback. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Decorative applied art somehow attract the worst people out of all the art specialties somehow, except for maybe industrial design. No. Here's the arts that attract the worst. Worst art people ranked. If you go into any like art adjacent course that also has like programming, like for example a multimedia course, that's where you get all of the fucking AI bros, and they suck. They suck. And then if you go through like design heavy art courses, like interior design, architecture, stuff like that, that's where all of the all the aesthetic oriented people that want to make money went there. So everyone is kind of pretentious. Everyone's kind of pretentious. Fire kilk. And then if you have a course that's a good mix of both, like mine, which is art and design, where there's illustration, but there's also like a lot of design, and it's a pretty broad course, you get a lot of normies in there, which is fine, but you know. And then when you go into the fine arts, everyone is either obnoxious as hell or incredibly chill. There's no in between. I don't have that here for an air, but I probably didn't get in because you gotta have around 80 to 90 on other except items, decorative, applied art, so it's hell on earth and Russian units. AI bros usually have pretty good grades because Grok does their homework. But you don't see them in like any course that requires you to have taken like drawing classes, because you have to take the drawing exam, and they can't draw. Let's be real. They cannot draw. I took the drawing exam. I had a good grade. I started here. Our school system is a little bit weird. In that you pick a general area in like 10th grade. Starting 10th grade, you have to pick your general area. So you either pick like arts, like visual arts, sciences, or humanities. And so I started having drawing classes in 10th grade. Drawing, animation, everything, because I went through visual. I wanted to do visual arts. So by the time you get to university, you've already weeded out all of the kids who didn't really want to draw. Because you have to spend like 3 years taking drawing classes. Drawing, painting, animation, art history, stuff like that. So the AI bros don't make it to the actual art courses. They have to go through like multimedia, stuff like that. because the multimedia course doesn't really require a art exam, a drawing exam. You can get in through like other stuff. But it depends from course to course also. But you only have to... You can take whatever exams you want, basically. Depending on what your university course requires. But you can choose to take any and all of the exams that there are. High school... End of high school exams, I mean. But usually people just take whatever exams they need for their, People just take whatever, exams they need for their, university course. High school, when I was in the language social studies focused classes, I had to become an economist, swimming, I draw cartoons. I've been in visual arts the whole time. I got really pressured to go into humanities, but I just said no. No. Which is why I have not had a single math class since 9th grade. Because I was in visual arts the whole time. So there was no, there was no math anywhere. I did get advanced descriptive geometry, which is, like, worse. It's harder, but I managed to figure it out, and I had, like, almost a perfect grade on the exam, so... I like to brag about it. It gave me a really good, entrance average, so... If you asked me to do, like, even the most basic of advanced descriptive geometry exercises right now, I would not be able to, though. All of that knowledge got deleted out of my brain the minute I had a successful exam. You still have math classes? Brother goes to the school of drugs and paraphernalia. Ooh. My coffee cold. My coffee cold. To be honest, it's taken me like 50 minutes to drink it, so maybe that's my fault. Do the future liberals want? Which liberals specifically? Cause me...
_ great _ fart _ huffer just redeemed hydrate.
Thank you, great fart huffer, for the hydrate, for looking out for my health and the health of my farts, potentially? I don't want to make assumptions, but thank you. I want this picture. Stop hobomaxing on Lane. Come live in my walls. It's free. Apparently, everyone is doing it. You can just come live in my wall. I got too high. I don't know anyone who wanna make some fart go off. I never drink water, so hydrate can be anything. My hydrates always have caffeine. I don't know if caffeine makes you fart though. I don't think so. I don't fart. I'm a girl, so We have established that I live on your top shelf and you sometimes feed me leftovers. You think I can hang a shelf? You think I can... I've had 2 IKEA shelves on the floor of my room for like 3 years now. All it takes is 2 screws to put them up, and I still have not. I have yet to do it. You have to use the drill to drill into the wall, and it's very heavy. I can't do it. I have weak little girl arms. I'm sorry. I can't do it. The drill is too heavy. It's too heavy. Help. Help. I need a buff lady who can bench press me with ease to pick up the heavy drill and assemble my IKEA shelf, please. Thank you. 9 benches, 200 grams? Grams, yeah. It's gonna start. Brother is gender neutral. In here. But we can call you sis bestie, don't worry. We got you. I have a couple friends. I'm in liberal arts, so this shouldn't surprise anyone, but I have a couple friends who are like any pronouns users, and I take great joy in using all of the pronouns in the same sentence. It causes linguistic chaos, which I thrive in. One of the top types of chaos is linguistic. You're a girl? Only on business days. On the weekends, I'm a formless blob. Only on business days I am a girl. Speaking of Snegalancho, have you seen the Pium January collection? Isn't super cute? It's exactly my taste. I'm a 47-year-old Russian man with a voice filter. It's not a voice filter, it's talent! I'm just very skilled. I'm very skilled. Eating Mike Tyson's ass! My idol. My idol! Mom, I made it! I'm a VTuber! Mom, I made it! Are you okay? I'm sorry, I just feel like I'm in the presence of royalty. Eating Mike Tyson's ass is a legendary name around these parts. No one here is okay. Yeah, you've reached you've reached the area of the internet where no one is okay, but we're still having a good time. Absorb the pronouns of people I have defeated in battle. That's how I stay youthful. I absorb the lifespan of people I have defeated in battle. And by battle, I mean I hid in a bush and tripped them. And they felt pretty hard and I took advantage of that. Oh, speaking of being really weak, holy shit. So I didn't stream on Friday. Would you like to know why? Would you like to know why I wasn't able to stream on Friday? It's when I went to the Chinese restaurant. The reason we went to the restaurant at all, because my friend called me out of nowhere. And she was like, nemuri, 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 nemuri. There's this store. And I was like, holy, okay. They're having a New Year's sale. Okay. That's pretty normal. It's pretty standard so far. Everything is at an insane discount. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. And so we went. And I got a couple homeware stuff. It was mostly homeware. It was mostly a homeware store. I got a couple homeware stuff. And then I saw that all of their beginner exercise equipment, they were having like a what were they calling it? They were calling it like the mommy makeover sale or something like that. All of the Pilates equipment was like 75% off. It's just crazy. I got a yoga mat, a set of resistance bands, a water bottle, all together for under 10 euro. I think it was exactly 10 euro. Yeah, I had it. I got it for 10 euro. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. So yeah, no, I don't have any more excuses to not exercise. I don't have any more excuses to not exercise. They not only was it 10 euro total for all of those things, but it was also like my favorite color, which is powder blue. So it matches my aesthetic. Isn't that like the best case scenario of life? It's all exactly in my like favorite powder blue color. So yeah, my exercise equipment is cute, and I have no excuses anymore. I need to build some strength so I can stop falling down the staircases. I'm from Portugal? Yeah, I am. I am from and at. I'm Portuguese born and raised. Are you from Portugal, Mr. Tyson Sass? Tyson Sass-sama? Because that would be pretty legendary. I'm from Brazil, don't hate me. I don't. I don't. That's fun. Sorry, I had to hack up along real quick. Had to hack up along real quick. I had to mute. I don't know. I understand that, like, there's a stereotype that Portuguese people hate Brazilians, and the influx of Brazilian immigrants had and the response of the general Portuguese population to it has only cemented that like idea, stereotype, I guess. But honestly, for entirely selfish reasons, I prefer when there are immigrants in my country because I like ethnic food. And I want people from more countries to come over to my country and open restaurants that I can eat at. So please, by all means, the door is open. My favorite restaurants in this city is a Mexican restaurant and an Indian restaurant. I think the Indian restaurant is run by some Pakistani people. I'm not sure. We don't really chat. I'm usually quite voracious by the time my food arrives. So. So we're being the only American here. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, a Deutsch boy. Oh yeah. I cracked up my I was in line at a makeup store. I was in line at a makeup store, buying some stuff. And like an American tourist just like freaked out, started yelling at the people at the store for whatever reason, and then stormed off. And then I was witnessing this as I was in line, and then it was my turn in line, and I whispered under my breath, like, ugh, Americant. And the lady that was like at the cashier was trying so hard not to laugh. She was trying so hard not to laugh. You could see it in her face, the customer service reaction kicking in. It's like, I'm not allowed to laugh at that. But I was happy. Look, whenever I see someone be rude to customer service people, like, I then have this like instinct to be extra nice. Sometimes I'll even like apologize. Sometimes there'll be like a rude person at the store, and then when my turn comes, I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry I had to deal with that. That sucks. I feel so bad for service workers, like customer facing service jobs. I feel so bad. You just get like the worst of humanity every day, all day, every day, and it sucks. Be extra nice to the people assisting you. Last time I saw a tourist not from China was in Tajikistan when I saw a German elderly man. Just pop up. Just spawn at random places. They do, that's true. They just spawn in randomly. Can I be training on the simulator be flipping burgers in the I've gotten really good at fast food simulator. My restaurant popularity is at max. I've unlocked everything. I'm turning a profit. It was at a random archaeological site where no one else was, so oof. Yeah, they just spawn. Unlocked empathy for the cashiers. Bro, I always feel so bad for cashiers because they get yelled at a lot. I once I have all of the content for internet service providers and all of the empathy for the poor call center people because it's not their fault. I once had to go in person to deal with ISP bullshit, and the lady in front of me just like lost her mind at the lady at the employee, just stormed in, yelled in her face, insulted her, cursed her out, threw some papers in her face and left. And then it was my turn. The same employee, and she had like tears in her eyes and she was shaking, and I was like, do you want to take a minute? I can wait. I would already been waiting my turn for like an hour, but I was like, do you want to take a minute? I can wait. And she was like, I'll just pop in the back real quick, just 1 second. And I think she went in the back and cried for a while, and I felt so bad for her. But child who also for Alec, what I hate you now. Don't hate Alec! Don't hate Alec. Don't hate Alex. Alex done nothing wrong. Free my boy from these accusations. I just feel bad because, like, back when I used to live with a bunch of roommates, they all worked like service industry jobs. Like, some of them worked at McDonald's, others at like retail stores. And they all had just horror stories all day, every day, of people flipping out on them for no reason. Like, I had a friend who had a McDonald's mocha frappe thrown at her head. What the fuck? Ridiculous. I could have drank that frappe, bro. They don't serve those anymore. They don't sell the frappes anymore. They haven't for a long time. I miss them, kind of. I kind of miss them. They were pretty good. But like, No. One of my roommates one time came home, like, his shirt was, like, fully, like, stained with, like, drink. That someone had just, like, thrown at him for no good fucking reason. That was so sad. Dude's, like, one of the nicest. He was a terrible roommate, don't get me wrong. He never took out the trash. He never did dishes. He was terrible as a roommate. But as a human being, he was genuinely one of the nicest people I know. It's just one of those, like, extroverts that will adopt every introvert that they see, you know? That kind of person. That's how we became friends. Like, this is the last person who deserved to get some. He was working at one of those, like, salad bar places, so you know it was all, like, middle-aged women Karens. You know it was some Karen who just flipped out at him for no good reason. Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah, treasure your service employees. They deal with way too much shit for someone who makes minimum wage. Way too much. It's not that sorry, my throat is fucking so disgusting today. It's not the poor employee's fault that your day was shitty. They get paid for it, so they had writing on them. They barely get paid. There was one time where I did flip out on not on the service person, but on their manager. I was very polite to the employee, but then the manager was being an asshole, and I have a particular disdain for middle management, so I did flip out of them. Cause it was over computer parts too. I needed a very specific adapter, and I went there and I was like, hey, I need this very specific adapter, can you give it to me? And they sold it to me, and then I got home and it was not the adapter I wanted, so I went back the next day and I was like, hey, you sold me this adapter yesterday, and it is not the adapter that I need or requested, specifically. And they were like, oh, I take I'll take responsibility for that and like give you, and I'll refund you, but like I need to get my manager involved because they're the only ones that can issue refunds. And I was like, that's fine, thank you. And then the manager was like, it's not our fault that you bought the wrong adapter. And I was like, it is actually. It is actually. You didn't provide me with the adapter I requested, and they were just being a total ass about it over like a €5 refund. And I kind of lost my patience. I lost my patience a little bit. I didn't yell. I don't think. I might have raised my voice a little bit. I didn't flip out. But I was kind of rude. But that was middle management. So, fuck you, class trader. you flip out in public ever? Do you wait until you get home? Depends. Sometimes I do flip out in public, but I've been trying not to really hard. Because I like it when my therapist says, good job, not yelling at anybody. Good job of not yelling at anybody. I didn't once kick someone's car. It was raining really hard and I was walking home from school. This was a while ago. And it was raining really hard. And I was crossing the road at like a zebra crossing. And this car came out of nowhere, like speeding and like hit the brakes like maybe 20 centimeters from my legs. Nearly got run over on a zebra crossing because some cunt was speeding. And the moment he broke the car, like the moment he like stopped the car, he started honking at me to get out of the way, and it was pouring rain, and I did not have an umbrella. And I was already soaked, so I just stopped in the middle of the zebra crossing, and I stared him right in the eyes, and I freaking... I kicked the bumper of his car, I went, huh! Flipped him off and left. I feel like I do that. I flip people off a lot. I may not flip out fully. I may not flip out fully a lot in public, but I do flip people off, and I do curse. And I can be pretty rude. Just cause, like, in things that are very obviously, like, not my faults. You know? Understandable, I would have done the same. Yeah, motherfucker nearly hit me with his car because he was speeding, even though it was a school zone. And then has the audacity to honk at me. Should have shot him where he stood. Capital punishment. But I can be pretty rude if, like, people... I hate being scolded. I cannot stand being scolded. Nothing triggers my anger faster, easier, more effectively than being scolded. I'm not 5. You don't get to scold me. I'm not 5. So whenever people start, like, getting, like, a scolding type of energy to them, I immediately flip out. I'm immediately, like, rude as fuck. It's like, I don't think I even have, like, any control over it. It's like a kill switch flips in my brain to anger. Since I had to go to anger management classes in middle school, bro. The minute someone starts scolding it, like, my eyesight turns red. Like, hold on, I can look there. The minute someone starts scolding me, I start seeing red. And I'm immediately in, like, rude mode. like when my professor starts being like, oh my god, this is so bad with teachers. It's actually amazing that I haven't gotten any disciplinary action in university yet. Because when teachers really like to scold for some fucking reason. When I get scolded, I immediately like I have very little control over it. It's just immediate rage. When a teacher starts scolding me, I flip the fuck out. And I get really rude. I have told the professor, like, then maybe do your job then. I have said, like, basically those exact words. I've also told them, I've also said shit like, well, that's not my responsibility, so I don't really see why I'm the one getting told off for it. Will fuck your eyes are red? Yeah, it's for special occasions, for anger. Just say it in your hand. No, I said it to their face. Like, then maybe do your job then. They're like... And I feel like it caught them off guard, because I'm not usually a person of very many words. When I'm out and about, I'm a giga yapper on stream, but I don't usually say very much in person. I'm like, okay, alright, bye. I just wanna leave. I just wanna go home and do this, so I don't usually say very much. But this motherfucker was just like laying it on me, bro. And it was the end of the day, so I was exhausted, and I was like, then maybe just do your job then. And I said, well, you can't say stuff like that. Can't speak like that, young lady. Brother was so taken aback. Cause I have a pretty short fuse. Look, people have called me volatile before. It's not entirely correct. It's not that I flip really fast, although some things make me flip really fast. Is that I usually look completely normal while things are piling up, and then it just reaches boiling point, and then it looks like I flip really fast. Because I've just been enduring it for a while. It's like a simmering pot, you know. Everything looks peaceful until it boils over. Let's really get thank you for the daily brownie. What's your message? Yeah, much like a boiling pot, a simmering pot. Everything looks peaceful until I boil over. So people think I flip really fast. But aside from a couple of like very specific triggers, like being scolded, I actually tolerate a lot of bullshit. But then when it comes to that like point where I can't grit my, I can't like clench my jaw any further. It feels like I've suddenly lashed out. And it usually takes people like by surprise. Like they don't expect that from me. Even my therapist, when I first told her like Okay, that's okay. Take care. Later. Thank you for coming. But even my therapist, when I told her like, I don't have a lot of patience for people, she was like, really? This is news to me. This was early stages when we had our first like couple of appointments. When I was planning on going back to school, she was asked me what I was worried about at school, and I was like, what? I don't really have very much patience for people, so. And she was like, eh. Really? Yeah, I just don't have. I don't have very much patience for people. But yeah. Still, you're a Capricorn. I'm an Aquarius. I'm an Aquarius. I think my mother's a Capricorn. Rahan Lauren, hi, welcome. What's the suspicious lighting attraction like? This is just something a little something for the cult. Don't worry about it. It's just my heating system. No, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Don't step onto the platform right there though. It's ill-advised. Otherwise, you don't really have to worry about it. I generally have really good patience. It's just certain people drain it fast. I don't have good patience. I don't have good patience. I have very little energy for people. And I get very mad very quickly. But people don't usually expect it out of me. I don't know, I guess I just don't look the part. Oh, I remember. Okay. I remember, like, in the early stages of middle school, before everyone really figured out that I was a ticking time bomb. That I flipped out on some kid and he went to tell on me. And the freaking the teacher that he went to tell on was like, that girl? The one with the book? That tiny little stick blow away with the wind girl? Honey, go play. They wouldn't even believe them. Gaslit. The first couple times I got into fights back in the middle school, I didn't even get in trouble for it because people were just like, the girl with the book?
Ghost1013 underscore just redeemed hydrate.
The rail thin, strong gust of wind will blow her away. Quiet girl with the book? Honey, I'm not gonna believe that. And then I freaking decked the bitch in front of a teacher. shouldn't laugh. It was a lifetime ago, so. Turns out that even if you have pretty weak arms, if your hands are bony enough, a punch really hurts. I didn't need brass knuckles. I had bone knuckles. Yeah, and then I got put into anger management because I kept getting into fights, and I calmed down enough to get through high school. Only flipped out at one specific teacher during high school because she was a stupid bitch. So I feel like it was kind of justified. She kept trying. Here's the reason that I flipped out on her so much. She kept trying to pass her work off to me because I was really good at her subject. It was English. I was really good at her subject. I always got like perfect marks on the exams. So she would try and get me to grade other students' work. So I lost my patience. Nice. I think I said like, bitch, that's your job. Are you gonna pay me? How much of your salary do I get? And that got me in trouble. That got me in trouble. I got in trouble a couple times after that. Putting her experiencing 1% of a teacher's workload. It wasn't 1%. She'd have me grade her entire, like, she would, like, collect worksheets and hand them to me. Because I finished mine early. But this is your job. One time she asked me to like teach her whole class for her. She was like, "Oh, nemuri, you're good with the verb to be. Why don't you write all the forms of to be on the board?" And I was like, "No." No. Why don't you do it since it's your job? I got in trouble for that. Oh, it's the night. Hi. Just give everyone a perfect score, you dweeb. I would've. I got in trouble for that. And then one time, I remember I showed up to school and I was like beat up. I was like, I'd been getting into trouble over like spring break, I believe. And I came back to school and I was like all scraped up and like it was the spring break I decided to learn how to skateboard, okay? It was not successful, but I did get a lot of battle scars from it. So I showed up to school like pretty beat up. And I remember like I fell weird. So there was a bunch of like bruises on my what's that part? The part that connects your neck to your shoulder, like your trapezius. I had a bunch of tiny bruises there because I kept falling weird. And I guess she assumed they were hickeys, which is stupid. she told me, like, I showed up to her class and she was like, oh, I see someone's gotten a boyfriend during break. And I was so fucking aggravated. I just cursed her out. I just cursed her out, bro. I still don't know how to skateboard, by the way. That's the important the thing to take from. That's the important thing to take. The important lesson to take from that whole interaction is that I still don't know how to skateboard. No. I believe I called her ignorant to her face a couple times also. I had beef with that person, okay? I had, like, perfect marks on all of the written tests in her class. But I did not have a perfect grade in her class because of my behavior. Because of my behavior. Then a crash out. I did crash out. She couldn't even like. So you can only like really. The usual type of like disciplinary thing. You can only really issue disciplinary warnings for things that happen during your class. If it happens outside of class, like in the hallway or during recess or whatever, you have to file a different thing. And this happened outside of class. So I'm saying it's like she stabbed the teacher and say call her ignorant once. That was a different occasion where I called her ignorant to her face. When I cursed her out, it was a little bit more vicious than that. I don't have perfect recollection of that because I was so fucking pissed. But I believe I started off with, not that it's any of your fucking business. And then it just delved from that into just insults and cursing and whatnot. The other two when people make her mad, my two favorite words, motherfucker. Motherfucker is not something I say when I'm mad. It's something I say when I'm joyous. Motherfucker is something that I enjoy saying. When I'm pissed, I have other square words that I prefer. I need dresses today, Nema. Not today, but I have an order coming in. I did a big Taobao order. So I got some shoes, I have a setup, and I have a couple of blouses, and I have a bag coming in the next month or so. Hopefully I'll be here in time for my birthday, but I don't know. It's taking a little while. Taobao! I got shoes, I got a handbag, I got blouses, I got a setup. I got a setup that I've been wanting for a while. I've been like lovingly making hard eyes at it. In my shopping cart, I got the do you have any April dresses? Not yet. I got the sailor collar rabbit doll long sleeve setup in powder blue. Or gray blue, actually. It has a sailor color, and it has bunny ears. And it is very cute. And it's in gray blue, which is one of my favorite colors. You okay? I'm good. My sinuses are trying to kill me, but man, I'm good. And I got an Ida bag. And I finally got like really big platform loafers. Emily, yeah? What's up? What's up? Did the stream crash? I think the stream crashed. I think everything is fine. I got him! If the heaven on your legs can't lift them to walk, it'll be a good workout. It'll be a good workout. But yeah, I didn't want to get the bubbles ones because I heard that they were pretty uncomfortable to wear. So I got ones from Sheep Puff, which I already own a pair of Sheep Puff shoes, so I know that I can wear them quite easily, so... Yeah, on New Year's, I went to visit some family on my dad's side. I haven't had any contact with family on my dad's side in a while. In a couple of years. But my auntie called me on New Year's Eve to be like... to say, we miss you and we still love you and I got you some pajamas as a Christmas present. Which is my weakness in my heart. So on New Year's Eve, I dropped by her place to say hi. And also my cousin was there with her kids. And it was actually really nice. I'm gonna start having really regular contact with my family again. Cause I talked to them. We talked a little bit, and I was really worried that they wouldn't respect my decision to cut ties with my dad, and then they would try to ambush me, but they were actually super respectful, and they invited me over for dinner whenever I had time off of school. So I'm looking forward to
Ran the night underscore 175 just redeemed hydrate.
How do you think? Yeah, but my cousin is the one who also got the height challenge curse. She's like a little bit shorter than me. Everyone else in our family is tall, but me and my cousin on my dad's side got the vertically challenged curse. But I was wearing my big stompy platform shoes, so I was like, I was talking to her partner. I don't think they're married. I was talking to her partner, and I was like, your kids are so tall. This is on you. This is your fault. This is your genes. I will never forgive you. Because her kids are really tall. And my cousin was like, as if you're not even that short. And then like then I took off my shoes. And everyone went silent, and they were like, never mind. Never mind. I laughed really hard. I laughed really hard. I took off my shoes and rabbits in their legs, yeah. But I got to see my little cousins that I hadn't seen in forever. They're so big. They're so fucking tall, man. I'll bring a saw next time. Next time I see these people, I'm bringing a handsaw. Nobody's shins is safe. Nobody's shins are safe from me. Yeah, I apologized for disappearing, and I explained that I needed to get my brain in order. I explained that I was like not in a state of mind where I could have maintained any relationships whatsoever, and I needed to disappear for a bit. But now I'm doing better, and I really want to reconnect with my family. And they were very understanding, and they were pretty excited. To see me. So that was really good. I feel like I'm walking into the new year with a lot of hope in my heart. But we'll see. I'm tentatively happy. I'm like tentatively happy about it. It's hard. Oh my god. Hold. So I had to hack up a log real quick. I'm not even sick, it's just my sinuses, bro. What the heck? It's like, I'm not... This isn't illness. This is just my body malfunctioning. I don't know. Maybe I'm having an allergic reaction, so I think I'm just burnt out. I think I'm just burnt out. I think I'm just exhausted, and my body is freaking out. I don't know! This tends to happen a lot whenever I get really burnt out. My body just shuts down. This happens a lot. So I'm kind of used to it. Again, I'm not sick, I just don't feel well. Which I understand sounds like copium, but I'm genuinely not sick. I don't have a fever, I don't have a cough, I'm not sneezing, I'm not, like, my body doesn't hurt, I don't feel sick at all. It's just like my sinuses. Kind of like an allergic reaction. But not to anything. Just due to being tired. So my own body is attacking me. What do you mean sick again? I haven't been sick in forever. It's like I have a runny nose, but it's just water. I don't even have a sore throat anymore. I had a little bit of a sore throat because the air was really dry. So my asthma was kicking up a fuss. I don't even have that anymore. Not even in mouth, it's just for ASMR. Sorry, does my nasally voice give you ASMR? Does my nasally voice and my sniffles give you ASMR? I actually mentioned it to my therapist at one point. I was like, hey, why is it that sometimes when I get really bad burnout, I get like pseudo sick. Like I'm not actually sick. My body acts like I'm sick. And she's like, oh yeah, that's like a autoimmune shutdown. That's pretty common. That's pretty common in people with your condition. Basically, my brain is so tired that it tells my body that it's dying. To force me to slow down. I run the Kleenex across the mic. Hi. That was a clean one, by the way. I need to get a cuter tissue box. I kind of want to like one of those plushy ones. I need to get a cuter tissue box because I do keep it next to me at all times. And I feel like if I get a plushy one, then it would be like I could have it in bed with me as well. I didn't even deserve to use one. These ones are in the trash. I'm not gonna dig through the trash for used tissue. Disgusting. Cannot name one thing more disgusting than dig through the trash. Well, I can name several, but let's not. There's nothing of anything more disgusting than digging through the trash. Digging through two trash? That would be more disgusting. Nyara, the creator of native streamer Overlord, has a new visual novel, and it's incest coded. And the main character, the little sister character is kind of cute and funny, so I'm very interested. My interest is piqued. However, need to get on that ASAP Reto. My birthday is coming up. It's my birthday month. Hi, I'm Nemuri, and it's my birthday month. It's my birthday month. You should know that. And is it again 16th? No. It's towards the end of the month. What kind of cake are you getting? Large. I might bake my own cake, because I think I want to do a cake decorating stream. Also. I definitely want to do a concert from my room. I'm trying to get that together, but like I said, school is whooping my ass, so... rough. But I think I might want to make my own cake, because I think I want to make a cake decorating stream. Because I love piping. Boy, I love piping. So, plus I can get the spark. Oh my god, okay, my favorite thing about birthday cake. Okay, one of my favorite things about birthday cake is sparklers. Sparklers? What do you mean I get to play with gunpowder sticks? Holy, I love a sparkler. So I'm excited to set off sparklers in my teeny tiny flammable room. You can't blame me. It's definitely gonna go well, for sure, for sure. I love fire. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a pyro. I hope that's okay with you. I feel like that's one of my least, like, I feel like there's a lot more egregious things about me and my personality and my preferences than the fact that I like to set fire to shit from time to time. Least insane trait. I like a little bit of fire. I like a little bit of flame. I like looking at it. I like playing with it. I like candles and sparklers. I like a good old bonfire. I love a grill. Autism be damn, your bunny girl can grill. Love a grill. Also love going into like abandoned parking lots and just setting shit on fire, but don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Because it's not exactly legal. This is your disclaimer that everything I say is a joke, always, all the time, constantly, and also do not set fires in the summer. Do not throw cigarette butts. Do not contribute to the already devastating fire season. Preventing forest fires is in your hands. So yeah, pick a cloudy day and an isolated, far from vegetation spot. Matter to do in the summer because that's when the fireworks better. Actually, fireworks better in the winter because it eats the cold to produce heat. Fun fact. I love spreading misinformation almost as much as I love spreading fire. This streamer still spreads misinformation the old-fashioned way. Why ask a grok when you can just listen to Nemuri app? This one person is gonna take that as a fact? God, I hope. It's me. Hell yeah, brother. You should also relay the information to all your friends and family so that they're well informed. Make a Facebook post about it with like an AI generated flaming Jesus. That will do numbers. Sorry if you can hear me like sucking on a throat candy. Also set up a big car poster to stand with it at busy trains to just tell people about it. Put two young men in suits with some pamphlets. Put them on a busy train station. Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Eternal Flame? The more are we just recreating Jehovah's Witness? Now I'd have to go door to door for that. Just imagine this thing. Opening the door. Hi, do you like fire? No? Well, there's a fire behind you right now. But if we're gonna recreate the church of the eternal flame, we should at least have like cool garb, you know? Like, they just come to your door and it's always like a group of young guys in like a white button up and some slacks. And you look very proper, but also, you look very proper, but also lame. Boring. My organized religion would have, capes and hoods and, intricate candelabras and shit. I'm thinking of a cult. Well, what's the difference anyways? Join my cult of the eternal flame. We have cool robes, dope masks, intricate candelabras. I have the nerd emote. Bruh. I need to update all of the emotes, but I just don't have time at the moment. Maybe I haven't done the schedule for this week yet, but maybe I'll take one of the streams of this week to the emotes. Fire is dangerous, don't play with it, shut the fuck up. Oh, well, fire is dangerous? Well, alcoholism exists, and you still drink the communion wine, don't you? What's the point of starting a cult if you don't have a little bit of a dangerous thing going on? Have you ever watched Eyes Wide Shut? Hell yeah. That's the vibe we're going for, except with more flames. Or extort them for money? That's implied in the religion part. How much do you think it costs to manufacture the robes, and how much do you think we're selling them for, bro? I've learned from the Mormons. The Sanrio collab robes! Sorry, we're now the cult of the eternal flame. Eternal. We're now the cult of the eternal flame and Cinnamoroll. The robes have little droopy ears. Man, I should have bought that big Cinnamoroll. I should have bought it. I should have bought it at the Stansted Airport. I should have bought it. I should have taken her home with me. My boy, my baby boy. It was only £27. That's nothing. That's half of the price of a dress. It would have been so worth it. But I had so much shit on me. He's in an alley now, living in a cardboard house, drinking hard liquor. No! No, don't say that about my child, my baby. I wonder if Primark... Is Primark having like a Sanrio collab right now? Hello. Hi, Primark. Collaborations. Hello Kitty and Friends. Oh yeah, in Europe they don't call it, or like at least the places in Europe where I'm... Oh my god, hiccups. At least in the places in Europe where I'm... Oh! Oh, 5 to 15. Sorry, I got excited. At least in the areas of Europe where I'm from, they don't call it Sanrio, they call it Hello Kitty and Friends. Which I take offense to. Welcome. Large cinema roll plush, €12. I need to go to Primark. They have it, and it's even cheaper. Let me in, let me out. Let me go, I need to go. It's in stock at the store. Holy shit. Let me... Don't very many people know Sanrio is Sally, right? It's tragic. How's it going? It's going pretty well, thank you. Except for all the harrowing bits, but we're trying to overlook that. Because I just saw a cute cinema roll. Sorry. I need to stop looking at the cinema roll stuff. I need to stop looking at the cinema roll stuff. I need to stop. I need to cease. I need to cease. My money. Excuse me. Those are the bunny plushies, right? Cinnamoroll looks like a bunny, but he's canonically a dog. But we ignore the canon. So yes, that's the bunny one. Is the bunny one, yeah. Technically, my Mellow is the bunny, but we don't respect that. He's my child, I know. I know better. He's my child. It's so cute, the cinnamon stuff is so cute. Ooh. Bath salts. Bath salts. Sorry, that's just what we call bath bombs here. It's a little bit confusing, but... I also like Kuromi-chan. Like, I love cinnamon roll because it's my favorite color. My favorite color. And also bunny coated and very cute. And he likes sleeping and eating donuts, and those are also my two favorite things. Kuromi-chan, Kuromi. With an O. Kuromi. She's the purple one. She's the purple, slightly evil one. The bat thingy. She's not a bat, she's a little devil. I don't think she's a bat. I feel a great kinship with Kuromi. She is a self-proclaimed rival of my melodies. Yes, she is. She's like evil. I love her for that. I too am evil. Aww. I love her. She's a rabbit too, actually. She's kind of a clone of my melody, but then she's like edgy. Sure, so just her hat. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's so cute. I like her because she's evil and so am I. I like Cinnamon Roll because he likes sleeping and eating, and those are my favorite things. I kind of have like a what? How did I describe it the other day? When I was yapping about Cinnamon Roll. Kuromi on the streets, Cinnamon Roll in the sheets. I think I said some shit like that at some point. And by cinnamon roll in the sheets, I just mean that I'm sleeping. Probably covered in crumbs. I'm walking into the characters like she's 5. These are my children. Be polite, or I will eat you. These are my children. I love them. I got the fan. The USB fan is completely sold out everywhere. I really wanted that actually. Anyways, I might buy the water bottle. I need a water bottle because I gotta work out in it. Plus the child in the airport. I just didn't purchase him. But you know what? Now I'm kind of glad that I didn't purchase him because that they're selling the exact same one for half the price. So Stanley Cup incoming. I don't own a Stanley Cup, but I've considered buying a knockoff because it's just a very large thermally insulated cup with a straw. So that's just convenient. They're supposed to be good. Yeah, but they also have lead in them. So did the offering also give you lead poisoning? I don't think you're allowed to sell things with lead in them in Europe. I think that's an American skill issue. They do. Yeah, they have lead in them. Shields your drink from radiation. Cancer is a small price to pay. Where do you where are you taking your Stanley Cup that you need a protection against radiation? Merda, oh caralho. Você sabes dizer palavrões no meu chat? Sorry, I turn into a different person when I speak Portuguese. Actually, I went to have dinner at my mom's on New Year's Eve, and I never speak Portuguese like in my daily life. And then I went to have dinner at my mom's, and whenever I see my mom, my Portuguese activates like a sleeper agent. Snegadancho needs a radiation-proof Stanley Cup because I'm so toxic. I'm so toxic, he needs to protect his drinking water. My Portuguese activates like a sleeper agent whenever I see my mom. Suddenly I have all the vocab. There's two things that happen to my speech when I see my mom. Number one is that I Portuguese max immediately, and number two is that I stop cursing. The only time I can actually manage not to curse my brain doesn't switch back fast enough when you return on the registered gibberish. People don't know that cursing in English has no way. That's true! Native English speakers don't understand that to everyone else, cursing in English doesn't actually mean anything. It has no weight. It has no... It's the same as saying dang it. Saying cunt or saying dang it, it doesn't mean anything. Motherfucker is funny, but if you say filho da puta, it's so aggressive. It's so aggressive. Can you teach us swearing in PT? Okay, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? Nemuri's Portuguese cursing lessons. Mama, please don't watch this. But also, Mama, please never watch my streams in general. So, most useful ones, I suppose. You tone in Portuguese, please. Doesn't really. What does puta mean? Puta means whore. It means hooker. And then motherfucker, we don't say motherfucker, we say son of a whore, so it's filho da puta. I feel like that's pretty common in Europe. And then oh, what's a good one? Hi, it's my Lucky. Welcome. I'm teaching you how to swear in Portuguese. I'll space it next time. The all-purpose one for this. That's fuck. Or if you want to say like, God damn it, but it's a curse word, or I feel like, okay, maybe for this is more like fucking the verb. Like, if you want to say fuck, you don't say, most people would say caralho. But caralho is like, I actually really like telling this fun fact. Caralho was the lookout point on ships. So when, like, the thing in the main mast where it has like a little basket that the lookout stands in, and it was horrible to be there because you would just have the sun beating on you the whole time, right? So if you got in trouble on the ship, people would tell you to go to the lookout. So people would say vai pro caralho. So then that became like a curse word. It became a way to curse someone out. It was like, if you wanted to say like, go fuck yourself, it would be like, vai pro caralho. And so then, like, it became more used than fuck. And now it's just a curse word that doesn't mean anything other than cursing. So I don't know, it's like a uniquely Portuguese. I don't know if other languages have this, but it's a pretty uniquely Portuguese way to curse. To just say caralho. Vai pro caralho. It's like, go fuck yourself. Bitoque, caralho. It's like, fucking steak. Like, steak, fuck yeah. Such as. And then shit is merda. Which is similar to the French. The French say merde. But in Portuguese it's just merda. Short king in Portuguese? I can't think of a translation that like encapsulates. Oh, Roda 21. Roda 21. If someone is short, at least this is very local to where I'm from. If someone is short, you call them Roda 21, which is like 21 centimeter wheel, which is the bike wheel for a children's bike. It's the wheel size for a children's bike. the numbers 1 to 10 be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of Portuguese insults are obscure references, which I find funny. Personally, I find that to be very funny. Like, if you want to call someone short, you reference a children's bike wheel sign. Never welcome to Nematopia. Open your time here, because there's no way out. You're in here forever. But thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. I've proven my Portuguese heritage. I am the PT. You know what the biggest difference between the Portuguese and the Brazilian are? Is that you gotta pass the PT test, but you put an egg on a dish. Eggs are just based, and you should put them on everything. Eggs are delicious. However, the true key difference between the Brazilians and the Portuguese is what language did you watch Doraemon in when you were a child? Because if you watched it, if you're Portuguese, you watched it in Spanish. And if you're Brazilian, there was a Brazilian dub. But if you're Portuguese, you watched it in Spanish. Nunca mis sueños que se encuentran realidad, que se encuentran realidad porque tengo un montón. No Doraemon puede que se encuentran todos con su bolsillo mágico, mis sueños ya realidad. I still know the opener. Gummy bears? Oh my god, you just wait. I don't know if this is what you meant to do, but you just reminded me of the Gummy Bear song. Did Hamtaro ever have a PT dub? I don't know. YouTube says there's a Portuguese opening. Yeah, it did. It was on Panda. It was on the Panda channel. The opening is very cringe. Sailor Moon had an official Portuguese dub. And everyone knows the Portuguese opening of Sailor Moon, and someone will always sing it at karaoke at cosplay meets, and everyone will join in immediately. Everyone will lock in immediately and sing the Sailor Moon opening. Hi, Buzzy Pee. Hi, Nikki. I need to get a haircut. To be real with you, I need to get a haircut, but I don't think I have like spoons to go to the hairdresser. I've been putting my hair in like braids and twin tails and wearing a hat for like 2 weeks now. Got a pimple on my calf? Oof. I have a pimple in between my eyebrows right now. Like, exactly in between my eyebrows right now. I put a little star on it. The mayonnaise! Don't give any further context. It's funnier this way. But mayonnaise doesn't even burn, though. Mayonnaise on a wound is not that bad. Tabasco, on the other hand. The sentence I ever said I got burnt by mayo. Maybe it was wasabi mayo. Let's not judge prematurely. Speaking of, I've been craving wasabi. I've been craving wasabi. I don't have a reason. There's no greater, there's no like further anything. I am just craving wasabi. No context. Maybe it's because it would clear my sinuses, to be real. Maybe it's because it would clear my sinuses. I just crave it now. But I fell asleep today. Lord Farquaad is sexy. Welcome to the Metopia. Thank you so much for the follow-up. You enjoyed time here because there's no way I'm in here forever. See, there's a Short King appreciator. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm craving spicy food because it would clear my sinuses. And I need it. I need a haircut though, but I don't currently have like I'm so burnt out that the thought of someone touching my hair makes me want to scream and never stop. Just eternal scream. Eternally, forever. Just I would start screaming and I would not stop. I need a haircut really badly though, and I want to get a jellyfish cut, but my hair is like at that awkward length right now. So I've been keeping it in braids or in like twin tails or wearing a hat. And I look kinda dumb. Still looks kinda dumb. It's long enough to braid, so that's how you know it's way too long. What's a jellyfish cut? Twin tails are the fake ones. Like, it's just past my shoulders. So not half twin tails, actual twin tails. And not the antenna ones either. Let me find the jelly cut picture. This is kind of what I want. Brother, it is so embarrassing going to the hairdresser and having to show them like the most beautiful Japanese woman to have ever lived and be like, I want to look like that. That shit is so embarrassing. Okay. I'm in front of it. Like this. Or like this. This is also kind of a jellyfish cut. You see how it like goes like this and then it puffs out a little bit at the end? That's a jellyfish cut. This is also a jellyfish cut. With the hime bits. Hime, jellyfish, and then little endy bits. It's a jellyfish cut. It's shaped like a jellyfish. There, that you can really see the jellyfish shape like that. So show them a pic of yourself. I'm not Japanese, but thank you. Yeah, this is what I want. It's a jellyfish cut. This is the mask and blue eyes come in the haircut. The mask I bring with me. The blue eyes are contacts. You can get them anywhere. Speaking of contacts, I desperately need new glasses. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is so bad. I went to the hardware store and I was trying to read because all of the measurements are on the tags, right? And I needed to get stuff from the hardware store. And I was trying so hard to read the tags and the letters were too small and I couldn't read it. I couldn't read it. I couldn't fucking read that shit. So embarrassing. I need new glasses, but they're expensive. The lettuce fold for being too small, yeah. Roommate is in even a worse predicament, where like he needs new glasses too, but they don't make they don't make lenses any thicker than what he currently has. So brother has to get LASIK. My guy has to get LASIK. I feel bad for him because he looks weird without glasses. I look weird without glasses too. I have the kind of face that that needs glasses. But so does roommate. So if he gets LASIK, he's gonna lose aura points. LASIK is good, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying it's bad, but brother's gonna lose aura. What point do you just drop a telescope to your face? At what point do you just give up and bring opera spectacles to you? Opera specs? Or like or a magnifying glass? I'm still far away. I'm only like halfway through. I'm only halfway to the max lens thickness. So I think I'm safe for now. I'm only halfway to needing this. Wow! Thank you! Thank you for the throne gift. I appreciate it. Ignore that. Hi, I'll ignore it. Throne does that? What? To play a little... Yeah. There's a little tune in it. A little... There's an alert for it. Thank you, I appreciate it. What? Wrong button. Jump scare. Why jump scare? What do you mean? Oh shit. Oh my god, hold on. I need to blow my nose, It was kind of scary, bruh. Hell, I'm sick. I'm not sick. We're not allowed to be sick. It's crunch season. I am not allowed to be sick. Oh, I've constantly my high. No stickies? No sickies? No sickies. No, I'm not sick. Who's my nose? Why do so many people blow them on stream? Aha. Ahaha. Aha. I not blow nose. I do blow my nose. I blow my nose when necessary. When necessary, I blow my nose, okay? Sorry, okay, I'm focusing, I'm refocusing. Concentrate, bitch! She's locking in, I'm locking in. That's what the pop is. Did you know that, is very cute? Me, I am. I'm hearing about pop culture. Also, I had so much to tell you, and now I don't even know. Now my brain is soupy, I don't know. I had so much to talk about. Oh yeah, I'm doing a group assignment. I'm doing a group assignment. My brain is melting. I don't work well with other people because I'm bad at communicating. This is a me issue, okay? I don't want you to think that this is the fault of other people. This is the fault of me. Who is bad at communicating. Just studying. I'm art and design. I'm in my final year of art and design. There's a group assignment. It's doing me I'm melting. I'm melting. You want to knack for artsy stuff? I sure hope so. I am a professional illustrator after all. But no, I actually did not have a natural talent for drawing art or whatever. I had a natural talent for writing, but I started drawing and people told me I sucked at it, so I got good out of spite. Purple party girl, thank you so much for the follow. I'm never to be open your time here because there's no way I on her forever. Hi. Professional bunny on the internet, that's what? Yeah, professional bunny on the internet. Professional torturer of your comfort character also. It's Eminem over here. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from front to the back. Now who think the arms are enough to slap us turn. Shit is not hard for me to rap like a computer, must be in my jeans. Got a laptop in my backpack, bunpire, go off, not half cock, about fat, not for that rap, profit, middle, a minute, killing over. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office, with Molly Wins can smell on his nutsack. I'll stop. I'll stop. No more comedy, I'll stop, I'm sorry. It's not past 8 p.m. that we can't be doing this. Only for like 2 minutes. Purple Party, thank you so much for the daily blood. It was me as usual. Thank you. I love your blood. It pleases me. There's gotta be alcohol in your system. No, there's just like insanity. Unless there's any alcohol left over from New Year's, but I'm pretty sure I expelled it. Oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys. Okay, I didn't even tell you guys. On New Year's, we went to this bar to use the bathroom, me and a couple of girls, and we were about to go in to the bathroom, but the whole floor was totally flooded, and we were like, oh, what's going on? And a girl that was in there, she was so wasted too. We were all so wasted. A girl that was already in there that we didn't know goes, oh my god, guys, look at this. And she pressed the flush on the toilet, and the flush water came out from the back of the toilet and not into the toilet to flush it. Like the entire, and that's why the floor was flooded. Is because I don't know, the fucking flush was aimed the opposite way. It was so funny. We laughed so hard. We were all dying laughing at this completely flooded bathroom. And we had to go to a different bar for me to pee. I was so wasted by this point. My friend was taking care of me. I was so freaking wasted. She was like guiding me to the bathroom stall at the non-flooded bathroom. And she was like, "There's no toilet paper. Do you have tissues?" And I looked at her and I was like, "I don't know if I have tissues." She was like, "I have tissues. Here, take some tissues." I was like about to cry. I was like, "I don't know if I have tissues." She was like, "Don't cry, I have tissues." Right? And then I peed, and it's fine. And then we went to sit outside, and I threw up. Yeah, but it was pretty chill. We were sitting outside, and mid-conversation, I look at my friend, and I tell her, "Wow, everything is spinning really hard." Wait, hold on a second. Blech. Anyways, what was I saying? I remember it so clearly, though. I've pinpointed why I got so fucked up. I found the reason. I combed through the night in my memory, and I remembered. I remembered I found the criminal. So it was all fine. Usually I start with the hard liquor, but then I only have like a beer or like lighter shit the rest of the night, and I'm totally fine. But we were all dancing. I had like gin, quite a bit of gin. It was melon gin. It was yummy. Anyways, I had some gin. And then someone handed me a bottle of champagne because it was New Year's, right? And I was dancing, I was tearing it up, and I was sipping from this bottle of champagne. And I was fine. I was totally fine. And then the girl who gave me the bottle of champagne was like, "Oh my god, you have champagne!" And in my head, I was like, "Girl, this is your champagne. You gave it to me." And she had a beer, and she was like, "Trade with me, trade with me, trade with me. I want some champagne." And I traded with her, and I had some beer. And I kept dancing, and I had some beer. And then I got sick of drinking beer. I didn't even drink the full beer. I got sick of drinking beer, and I handed it off to another friend. And I was fine. I was dancing or having a good time. And then we went to meet up with some other friends who were also in the area. And we meet up with these other friends. And I tell them, "Damn, I'm thirsty. I want something fruity." And someone has the audacity. I'm pretty drunk by this point. I'm in a gray mood. Someone has the nerve to hand me an entire mojito. And I swear that shit was a double. And I took a sip. It was a passion fruit mojito. I took a sip. It was delicious. It was delicious. And I think I drank like 2/3. I think I slurped up 2/3 of that mojito in no time because I was so thirsty from dancing, and it was so yummy. And that's what did me in. That's what did me in. You know what they say? Beer before liquor, never been sicker. That was the culprit. It was that fucking mojito. It was the mojito. Everything after the mojito has like a Hollywood party filter over it. Everything after that drink has like a distortion, blur, bokeh effect. Yeah, that's what they say. Like, beer before liquor, never been sicker. And then the reverse is like, liquor before beer, best night of the year, or something like that. basically, you should have spare. If you're gonna have hard liquor, you should have it first when you're still like, not drunk enough to only make bad decisions. And once you're drunk, you should only have lighter alcohols so that you don't end up like me. Once you're already drunk, you should only have lighter alcohols like beer or champagne or whatever, so you don't because they pace you for you, because you're not gonna pace yourself. The beer will pace itself for you. But yeah. I found the culprit. It was that fucking mojito. There was a very casual ghetto moment. I didn't get puke on anybody, by the way. I feel like I should I didn't get puke on myself or on anybody. It was very neat and clean. There's actually one person that was like, wait, did she throw up or did I imagine that? So I'm not puking on anyone. Thanks, brother. It's a skill. It's a skill. Yeah. And I'm emetophobic, so like usually if I throw up, I have a huge panic attack. But my friends were so nice. My friends were so nice. All of the girls were crowding around me. They were like, "You're okay. You're doing so well. You're fine. It's over. It's out. It's good." And they rubbed my back, and they were like, "You're still so cute. You're fine. You're okay. Everything is okay." And I was like, "Yay, we're okay. We're so good." And we sat there for a while, and then someone asked, "Nemuri, can you walk?" And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." And I got up, and suddenly I had two people holding me up. Turns out I could not walk. And they took me home, and they made me drink a whole bottle of water, and they tucked me in. They made me drink a whole bottle of water and brush my teeth. And then they tucked me in, so I wasn't too annihilated. I wasn't really that hungover the next day. Let's see, this fun. Yeah, that's what happens when you go out with females only. That's what happens in a girls' night out. Everyone takes care of you. Apparently, the friend that was like most taking care of me, she went to ask for a bottle of water from the bar, and she was like, "My friend isn't feeling well. How much is a bottle of water?" And they just gave it to her for free. Some bars do that on like New Year's, where they just give water bottles out for free if people aren't feeling well. There was like a initiative from there was an initiative from the government about that, whatever. That's necessary evil. Any gifters in chat? Everyone was really nice to me, so I had a good time. It's actually, there's this guy who is one of my friend's boyfriend. She's the boyfriend of one of my friends, and he was sober because he was designated driver, so he didn't have anything to drink all night. And before the mojito, pre-mojito, I was chatting with him. And Bear PMC, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Nemutopia. Enjoy your time here because there's no way out here forever. Welcome. I was talking to him and I was telling him about, like, I hate small talk. I find it annoying and pointless, and he asked me, okay, if this conversation could be about anything you wanted, what would it be about? And I said, palace cats! And then I info dumped about palace cats to him. Hey, small talk, why are you so short? Mods? Who had him in the town square? Kind of cats? Palace cats! They're these snow cats. They're super fluffy. And they're also assholes. They're huge assholes. They're very solitary. They only get together to mate. Palace. P-A-L-L-A-S. Palace cats. They live in snow areas, and they're very antisocial, and they only get together to mate, and they're very independent, and they're very fluffy, and they're usually gray, and when they sit on the snow, if the floor is really cold, they put their fluffy tail in front of them, they curl it around themselves, and then they put their front paws on their fluffy tail so it doesn't have to touch the cold floor. And then the dude went, wow, you must really like animals. I was like, yes, I do. They're one of my special interests. I really like them. And then Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana started playing, so I wandered off to headbang. I had to, oh my god, I was wearing a beret because it was cold. And usually when I wear a beret, I have that shit affixed to my head with, like, alligator clips and whatnot. Because I don't want it to fall off, because it's annoying when your head accessories move. I had to completely disengage, deconstruct my beret, and then put it in my bag so I could properly headbang to Smells Like Teen Spirit. As it is appropriate. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta... And then my friend was like, how are your bangs still in place? You've been headbanging for how long? It Smells Like Teen Spirit? Like 3 minutes? You've been headbanging for 3 minutes. How are your bangs still in place? Got to be glued. I used to be a scene kid, so I know the good shit. I was an emo kid. I know where the good is. Got to be glued. You put that shit on, your bangs will not move. Also, sometimes I use eyelash glue to glue my bangs to my forehead, but that's that's a different technique. That's a different jutsu that you have not leveled up enough to master. The eyelash glue to bangs. Glue your bangs to your forehead. It's advanced technique. Fell asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I was blowing my nose, brothers. I was blowing my nose. Sounds like a hassle.
Unoriginal 04 just redeemed hydrate.
I didn't think you. Yeah, like I mostly use this for cosplay, or if it's really windy. I mostly use this for cosplay or for events, but you can use a little bit of eyelash glue to glue the tips of your bangs to your forehead so they don't move in the wind. Fun hack. This is advanced work though, so was that sausage? Who else would it be? Do you know any other creature that can break the sound barrier like that? I have yet to meet one. I should... Fuck, what's something that screams? Anyways. I'm so tired. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go get some rest. And dinner, probably. Thank you, everybody. so much for coming. I'm gonna find someone to raid. Who up? Who up? I got it up. Thank you everybody so much for coming. Thank you for staying. I hope you had fun hanging out with me. I always had fun hanging out with you. Thank you for listening to me complain about being tired from school. I'll have schedule out as soon as I can. And thank you for being so patient with me as I'm so burnt out. Well, thank you for everything today. I'll see you guys tomorrow after school with a beer, hopefully. Bye bye. Ending up.